I can buy these for 99 cents. Yes. Okay, so we just got out of Costco. Well, I just got out of Costco. Pushing 2 carts, and that is not unusual for me. I've done that many times because I get business stuff and personal stuff, and I like to keep them separate. Plus, a lot of the business items are large, and so I really need 2 carts. So I definitely got some looks and a few that's impressives, which is kind of fun. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys what I got for this trip. And yeah, let's unpack it. First, I'll show you the stuff that I got for my business. So I use a lot of waters. I get this large 10-pack of Kleenexes. I use this laundry detergent right here, this Ecos. This is just a really nice, really mild detergent. And I use that for some linens that we wash here. I got some light bulbs. These were the 99-cent ones. They actually were 99 cents, kind of bizarre. Clorox wipes, and I use a lot of coconut oil. And so I have 5 of them here. And then got some dryer sheets. I know these are loaded with chemicals, but we get so much static. It's insane. So with these items that I purchase regularly at Costco, what do you think that my business is? I'll let you guess in the comments. Okay, so you guys just saw some of my items that I buy for my small business. Now I'm just going to show you a few of the items when I go to Costco that I either regularly buy, or if they're in season, I definitely like to grab. So something that we always get at Costco, because we like the large size. Obviously, if you've been to Costco or Sam's or any of the bulk stores like that, they have everything in like extra large or multi-pack. And so we do a lot of cleaning with natural based ingredients. And so we do grab this huge vinegar. And obviously if you do a lot of canning, like pickling anything too, this is a nice massive thing of vinegar to get. And I'm going to go ahead and put the prices of all these items. I'll just put them on the screen here so you can see them as I go through. So the vinegar, as well as this massive bag of baking soda. And again, if you do any kind of natural based cleaning, if you make your own cleaning products, if you do baking, this is a really great find at Costco because it is huge. Okay, next up is olive oil. If you do a lot of baking or cooking with olive oil, they have a few different varieties. This is just the Kirkland brand, but EVOO is a great one to have on hand for so many different recipes. It does have a lower smoke point as opposed to some of your other oils, which are going to be like canola, vegetable oil. Those are going to be like your deep frying oils. So obviously you're probably familiar with olive oil, but this one in particular, I have just always had great luck with it being a high quality. And something that's interesting about olive oil is a lot of them that are on just the basic store shelves are kind of a blend from different parts of the world. And sometimes they can sneak in oils that are not olive oils and still call it olive oil. So this one in particular, it does say that it is traceable from Italy. And that's something that you want to look for. Obviously, I wasn't there when they bottled it, so I'm just going to take their word for it. But I've always had good luck with this one being a really good oil. Another good oil that we always stock up on is this coconut oil. And obviously you saw that I buy that for my business as well. But this one, it's massive. I mean, this thing is huge. It lasts for a decent amount of time if you use a lot of coconut oil, which we do. We use it for body care. We use it for obviously cooking and baking as well. You can make your homemade like toothpaste and all kinds of things with coconut oil. This is cold pressed coconut oil, which means that it does have that coconut flavor to it. If you buy a speller pressed, it's going to not necessarily have that coconut flavor to it, but I like that, and so this is a really good one for our family. And our youngest actually likes to eat that right off of a spoon. It's like a little treat for her. Sugar, cane sugar. So I don't always buy cane sugar. I actually have just been learning a little bit about the differences between just kind of basic granulated sugar and actual cane sugar. And so I haven't actually purchased this one from Costco yet, but I wanted to get a nice big bag of this organic cane sugar. It's going to be a nice quality sugar for any kind of fermentations, and obviously, you know, higher quality when it comes to, you know, your baking and stuff like that is going to be a good choice. I've never bought persimmons. They're in season right now. I have seen so many recipes with these persimmons lately, and I actually tried one for the first time probably 3-4 weeks ago now, and I don't have one in the house. I've never even tried one before, and they're super tasty. And then another YouTuber, which you may or may not know who she is, but you definitely need to check her out if you have not already. Katie over at Rouse Rising. She made a Persimmon Galette recently, and I am going to make one of those. So that's why I bought these. I have the recipe already printed out, ready to go. I've watched her video twice because I'm going to make that. It looks amazing. So highly recommend you check that out. I can link that in the description below for you. So those are our first time buy right there. Another thing that we like to stock up on is, if you have kids, definitely some mac and cheese. So in the past when I've bought this large pack, there is 12 in here. It wasn't actually a comparable price to buying them individually. But now with the cost of just inflation and everything, individual cost of these has gone up a significant amount. And so I have found that this seems to be very comparable or a better buy than to do it individually. So they do carry the multi-pack with the 3 different flavors of Andes at Costco. I do a lot of baking and making frostings, and so a large thing of confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar is super handy. Yes, you can make your own. It really is just extra finely ground granulated sugar and cornstarch if you want to make your own. But let's just take that middle, me making it out of it, and I just wanted to get a big, large bag of it because we buy a lot of this. So one of my absolute favorite items that I like to purchase at Costco is the organic dried mango. Now this stuff is seriously addicting, and it's super duper tasty. There is no added sugar to this. It is not cheap by any means, but it is definitely a nice go-to snack, especially if you do have kiddos. It's super great. I've actually also chopped this up and put it in a salsa that I canned before, and it was a really great addition to that. So highly recommend these mangoes. You can do a lot with them. Another thing we needed at the store, and Costco carries large containers of different seasonings. You can get different types of salts and pre-mixed seasonings, but you can buy individual things like cinnamon. You can get cumin and garlic powder and all kinds of different things. They come in a nice large container, so anything that you use a lot of, we use a lot of cinnamon, this is a good buy. So this is a Saigon cinnamon, and I've actually found that this cinnamon is a little spicier than some of the other cinnamons that you can buy, but as long as you are aware of that, and just if you need to alter your recipe, just do that. And maybe that's just my own taste buds. Maybe I made that up in my head, I don't know. But, so try that. They also have maple syrup. We do not buy fake maple syrup. That stuff's gross, don't eat it. It's just corn syrup. It's not even syrup. Get pure maple syrup. Costco has this really great one. It's nice and big. Obviously the cost of maple syrup is not cheap. So if you can get a larger container, great. If it's, you know, organic, even better. This one actually is an organic maple syrup, and it's really good. This is seasonal. They almost always carry a jam of some sort. This is the Kirkland brand. This is an organic raspberry one. They have had a strawberry rhubarb one in the past that was seriously phenomenal. But yeah, this brand in particular, whatever they carry for that season or that time of year, definitely highly recommend trying it. When you're buying any kind of jams, I mean, this is just personal preference. I don't like any weird additives to it. So you're really just looking for the fruit, sugar, pectin. That's what's in here. Super simple. So if you do a lot of baking, they have this nice massive square of active dry yeast. Now you do want to store this once you open it in the refrigerator. Some people will actually store it in the freezer. It's kind of it doesn't reseal itself, so it's kind of a frustrating little container that it comes in, because once you break the seal, you have to put it in another container of some sort, otherwise it's just an open bag. But if you bake a lot, and if you don't necessarily have like a sourdough starter on hand, you use a lot of just dry yeast, this is a great buy because it'll last you a long time. This is just some basic pink salt here. We just recently ran out of this salt, but I've been hearing so much about this Redmonds real salt that I'm going to buy some of that. But we just ran out, so I had to get some kind of salt. And so this is kind of going to be our basic salt that we use for a lot of different things, just our table salt. We use a lot of kosher salt as well for baking, and to topping like any kind of like breads and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm going to try the Redmonds real salt. I've heard great things about it, and yeah. So, but they have a nice big container if you need to refill your salt shaker or grinder. What did I not go through yet? Oh, this is a good one. So this is a company called 7 Sundays. They are actually based out of Minnesota. So we're here in Minnesota. If you've been here for a little while, you know that. I recently, probably about a year ago, I had a friend buy me some of this, and she bought it directly from the people that own the company, and I got to try it kind of before some of these were on the shelves. And they sell it at Costco now, and this is delicious. So this is called muesli. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it is just kind of, it's like oats, and sometimes it has, just depending on the flavor, it'll have like dried berries or fruit. It could have nuts in it, just kind of depends on the variety. This is a great, if you like overnight oats, this is absolutely delicious. You can just eat it like cereal. You can turn it into granola bars. You can do so much with this. It's a really great pre-mixed little package for you, and it's delicious, and it's Minnesota based, so I like to shop local or support local if possible. And they have this massive thing also of just oats. This is just Quaker old-fashioned oats. Usually we buy our oats just at Aldi. They have really good prices. But I realized, because I recently made some granola, that we ran out of the old-fashioned oats. And they have this nice huge pack. I mean, this is, what is this? 2 5-pound bags. So this is 10 pounds of oats here. Okay, and the last item that I purchased that I didn't already show you is just the Kirkland Organic Greek Yogurt. This is the unflavored yogurt. It's a nice big container. We eat a lot of yogurt here, and I actually thought that I'd be eating this by myself because it's unflavored, but I just found out that my oldest daughter likes it too. So it has a really nice tart tanginess with no added sugars. So this is a great choice if you like plain yogurt, or if you like to substitute yogurt for sour cream or use yogurt in recipes. This is a nice big container that you can get at Costco. So here is just kind of an array of things that I typically will buy or that I wanted to try, giving you some prices on it. If any of these items are things that you have questions on, I'm happy to answer questions, but definitely get yourself over to Costco. So here's a little bonus find for you. This quinoa salad is absolutely delicious and fairly clean if you're looking for a healthy little snack. And the rotisserie chicken, yeah, I dominated this like a ravaged animal. It was pretty delicious.